It began 2 nights ago. I don't know who else to tell. I need help. Fast. I'm a single mother. My husband passed away in a car crash while I was in the hospital giving birth. My kids, two now. I have had a pretty normal life so far. But recently everything has changed. My baby was asleep in the next room over. Generally at nights he didn't make a fuss. However, in the dead of night I hear him crying through the baby monitor. Trying to stay strong so he learns to be self dependent, I roll over, only slightly drowning out the continuing moans for attention. At some point, I must have fallen back asleep because I woke up later in the dead of night not to screams, but to a humming coming from the baby monitor. The humming sounded like a version of Ring Around the Rosie, but listening to it for less than 5 seconds shot a chill through my spine. Knowing I hadn't left any of my son's toys on, I leapt from under the sheets and darted to my son's room, but I wasn't expecting what was really producing the hum. A woman stood there in a weathered dress, peering over the border of my son's crib, humming. Her face was sharp, with a jutted nose and piercing glaze. I stood in horror, knowing that this woman was not of the fleshy type. She was completely transparent, and my horror died down as my adrenaline kicked in, and I made my dash to the crib. But before I made my way halfway to the crib, the ghostly figure screeched in a shrill cry. I have found myself being flung through the room, landing against the wall. She made one last bellow and cried, "I will have him," and then disappeared, vanishing from the room. I didn't sleep anymore that night. She came back the next night, but only to leave a handprint on my son's chest. It looked almost bruised in the shape of the hand. The thing wants my baby, and I don't know what else to do.